in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows, there's a man with a passion that everybody knows.
Howdy, howdy everybody. Welcome to HT's EDC, coming at you from the front porch this morning. They're calling for a little bit of a rain shower here in Arkansas early this morning. Not much, it's supposed to clear right off, but they're saying here in the next 30 minutes we're supposed to get a little summer shower come through. So we just went ahead and got on the front porch. And when I say we, I mean this pretty thing here, huh? Is Abby. She is over here at my right hand side at my feet this morning, and we are ready to get at it. So we got us a cup of joe. We're going with the little small guy today, the little buck knives coffee mug, also from RDS Wood Turning and Acrylics. Brother Bobby makes some of the best personalized gifts and pins and lanyard beads, cups, obviously cups, tumblers. He's your guy. Go see him if you want something cool like this. Well, probably not that cool, but you get the picture. Nah, for real. Anyway, we got a new knife that I just got last weekend. Last weekend when me and the wife, we had kind of a date weekend, kind of long overdue. We got out of town and made a day of it, and was actually found myself two knives at an antique mall. And you guys have already seen the first one, the old Big Chief by Queen, the Granddaddy Barlow that's full aluminum. And I am loving that thing. I am telling you, I have made myself take it out of my pocket and carry some other stuff because that thing is fantastic. It may be polarizing to you guys with that, being all aluminum frame and, not very traditional looking of a Barlow, but I am telling you, the walk and talk, the snap and the thinness behind the edge, how that thing does as a cutting tool. As a tool, that is, oh my goodness, it is such a good slicer and such a good knife. But we have yanked it out of the pocket today and found two Granddaddy Barlows at the same place that day, and this is the second one, and this is one more traditional that probably be a little more palatable for all you guys today, and me. I love it. A good old traditional Granddaddy Barlow. As I showed earlier, we're rocking it today. What am I carrying it in? The old Justin Lynch pocket slip. But here we go. We have that 70s brownish red, and I had to really look hard to find out. Matter of fact, I had to get a buddy of mine to look this up in a book. You can say, come on HT, you can't tell. I really couldn't. This is a testament of how good they did delrin. This indeed is delrin. And I have no idea, maybe right there, if we can get that in the light. Can you see that? It even has pores. It even has they have done such detail on their delrin that they have even gave this like little pores all the way down. It looks like bone. It looks like, the little imperfections and the pores that you would see in bone. But if you look this up in the Knife Bible, which a buddy of mine, Brother Dan, thank you for doing that, Dan. He knows who he is. He looked this up for me, and the only way to tell for a 1975 if it is bone, because it's the same color, if it is bone or it is delrin, is by the liners. And these are brass liners. And it says in that Bible, the knife Bible, that if you have brass liners, that's delrin. If it was bone, it would be steel liners. So this would all be steel. You know, you would have a steel liner, then steel, you know, back spring, steel liner. But we have, and I don't even know if that's going to show up, maybe right there you can see the brass here, then liner, then steel, then brass. So it indeed is delrin. But folks, I am telling you what, go ahead and shake your head now. Like HT, you beat this to death. The 70s, not just walk and talk. You guys have heard us talk about how good the action was and how tuned these knives are in the 70s. But stuff like their delrin, when it is hard to really discern, you almost have to test. There's another little test I know somebody's told me. You can heat up a safety pin or whatever, and you know, get it real hot, and you know, stick in your cover, and if it melts, you got delrin. But who wants burn marks and holes all around your somewhere, you know, on your knife? Not me. Anyway, it was darn near good. I thought it was delrin. I'll be honest with you. I was 80-20, but I wasn't sure, and so not sure I had to get a friend to look it up. But where I'm going with all this, they freaking did delrin, their bone. They just did everything so well back then. But I'm going to get off the whole, you know, rah 70s thing. I'll be back on it, probably the next knife I show, but we're going to get off of it for now. But let's get this thing open where you can see all of its glory. We have a nice mirror polish blade on here. And by all accounts, now this is something the Bible did not say. I'll show you that tang stamp there. You can see the little 5 dots right underneath USA. You got 5 dots there, signifying this is a 1975. And it is definitely, look how mirrored that is. Definitely have a mirror polished blade on here. What it did not tell me is carbon steel or stainless. And no, I'm not good enough. I'm not going to sit here and tell you. I can look at a blade and tell you if it's carbon steel or stainless. I sure can't. But so we gonna, you know, I use my stuff. I got some strawberries in there chilling in the refrigerator right now. Yes, I'm a creature of habit. HT, do you eat strawberries like every day? Pretty much. Strawberry, some kind of fruit. 90% of the time, yes, it's strawberries. Occasionally we have some pink grapefruit, something like that, some grapes. About 90% of the time, my breakfast is, yeah, good old strawberries. So, this is in the pocket today, and you guys might be cringing right now. Oh my God, HT, you're not going to put that up in a safe, in a gun safe, or you're not going to put that up in a shadow box? I'm going to put it in this Justin Lynch pocket slip, and when I shut up running my mouth to you guys, I'm going to go cut strawberries here in about an hour, and it's going to be in my pocket today, and we're going to get after it. And this is going to cut whatever I need it to cut today. But that's just how we get down. You do you, I do me, but I use my stuff. This will not go in a safe. This will go in my pocket, and we'll be cutting strawberries here within an hour or so. So, do I have a gut feeling one way or another? Not really. As shiny as it is, and as mirrored as it is, I tend to say stainless, that it may be stainless. But I've seen mirror polished carbon steel before. You can mirror polish carbon steel just as easily as you can stainless. I don't know. I do not know. So it will not be in my video description. because I found this in an antique store, and I don't know. I don't know what the blade steel is. I have looked some up on different sites in 1975. I've seen some people calling them stainless. I've seen some people list them as carbon steel. And that Bible shows them in both. The only thing it differentiated, it did tell me if I had brass liners, I had myself some delrin covers. It did not tell me if I have carbon or stainless. So, don't know. Those strawberries in there will tell the tale here in an hour or so. And I'm sure this will be on another What You Totin', or hey, maybe tomorrow when I do my morning video, I'll quickly hop back over here and say, hey, by the way, what I showed yesterday, that Granddaddy Barlow, it's stainless. That Granddaddy Barlow I showed yesterday, aha, it teenered. It's carbon steel. I don't know. Walk and talk. Beat that one to death, huh? Let's check this out. Nice half stop. Nice wall. Check that out. Nice and snappy. It's a 7. See there? I said I wasn't going to say nothing about 70s. Never mind. Never mind. Scratch that. There we go. You guys already know. Nice. Back into half stop. And what about full close? Get to about the 25 or 30. And that is right here is where detent is supposed to take over. And does it? Yes, it does. Nice and snappy on the close. Centering, we are right down Broadway. If you know, 1975, if you know, you know. The transitions, very nice here on the bolsters, going into this delrin. Now, these pins down here, they are proud on both sides, except for the top pin. When you go from bolster into the delrin right here, that very first pin is flush on both sides. But all three of these bigger pins, if I get up here and show you, we got a real small pin and they have flushed that down. But these three right here are proud, but they are proud on every side. And I'm going to say that's just the way they made them. I can't see that being a flaw because they're uniform. They're proud equally on each side. So I believe that is what it is. That's what they were going for. And just that, folks, it's just beautiful. I wished I had, like I said, maybe right there. Can y'all see that red right there? Can you see where it's dark and it kind of comes, if I get my finger out of the way, kind of makes a point about right here with that brown. And then right up here, we got some reds. Kind of does that right there. If the light will get it right. How it's dark, and it kind of lightens, kind of does like a little point here where it lightens coming up toward this bolster. It is just a beautiful color. Delrin or bone, it is gorgeous. And I'm telling you, it is done so good that I had to look it up in a book. It's immaculate. If we could do delrin like this today. But anyway, we're at 12 minutes, and what else is there to say? Beautiful mirror polish clip point blade that I have no idea. And hey guys, if you guys know HT, if you got the delrin and the brass, that's stainless, or HT if you got delrin and brass going on for 1975, that's carbon, feel free, enlighten me, because the freaking Bible showed them both. So I don't know. Like I say, I'm gonna know. I'll know here in the next probably hour or two when I go cut strawberries, because those strawberries, if it is carbon steel, you will, by the end of cutting up a bunch of strawberries, you will see some signs of teenerization going on. But as of right now, I don't know, and we have not cut anything acidic with this knife. Only thing I've done from this with this knife is I put it, of course I cleaned up the bolsters. It had been sitting in the store, so I put a little mothers on the bolsters, you know, all over. I mean, the brass, I've hit it with mothers polish pretty much all over, and I let it, I gave it like a overnight soak in mineral oil just for, you know, just for the action, just to make it the best it could be. I mean, looked almost like this. Maybe a little bit of dulling on the brass, of course, just from sitting up, and the mothers took care of that, you know, shining up that brass. But pretty much the bolsters and the blade and all, it looked really good. So that's all I've done with it. But anyway, we're not going to keep y'all. It's a Granddaddy Barlow. Most of you guys have seen it. How big is it in hand? If you don't know, it's a big one. If I got all the way up here on the choil, what is that? A good 1.5 inches coming out behind me. But if you just kind of grab this knife where it is, man, you got handle for days. If you have a Gorilla mitt, you're still going to fit a Granddaddy Barlow. It is a HT biggin, no doubt. Yeah, what else is there to say? 5-inch handle, 4-inch blade, 9 inches overall. So there is your specs, 9 inches. Yeah, so right there what you're looking at, 5. It's a big one. You know I love those big ones. And we're gonna let you guys go. That's what I got today. We're gonna get on this cup of joe here. Just about cooled down just right. We love you. There's a button over here. There's a button over here. Hit those for us if you would. If you like these old Granddaddy Barlows and stuff like this, the vintage knives, traditional pocket knives, that's what we do here. We're going to talk about them, and we try to do it most daily. We try to upload every day, so come check us out. Love to have you. We call you guys on-screen family, and that's what you are to me. You guys are family, and we're going to say goodbye right now. So for Miss Abby, for HT, we are out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see.